Guys, in today's video we are reviewing this polystyrene box. Polystyrene, styrofoam, whatever you want to call it. Ready? Ready? Yes, this is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. Ever since I saw these, I've wanted one, and that was years ago. It's a WLToys 1.2 something. It's basically the 12428 platform, different body on it, wheels are the same. And the 12428 is a bit sentimental to me, to this channel, because back in like 2000 and maybe 18, I bought a 12428, done a few videos, and some of them done quite well. And I think it did grow the channel a bit. I think this is the 12429 or something like that. I've got some cool plans for this. It's cheaper buying it in this than it is a like retail box. It's obviously just not as good for the environment. Don't tell Thunberg. That feels like just a bit of residue. Should be able to get that off. Easy. I love the interior on this, it's really good. I have to try and find someone to fit in there, aren't I? So my plans for this are to completely overhaul it. Just going to put the stock wheels and tyres on it, charge a battery. We're just going to do a quick speed run as it is, and then we're going to throw a brushless system in it. We're going to restyle it with some new wheels and stuff and make it, I've got a vision in my head that I want to go a bit street with it. You just in the thumbnail, you know what I'm going to do, but let's give it a stock run just to remind ourselves what they're like. I can't remember what these do. I know they're not fast at all. I don't know. No way. That's not how fast they were. I'm sure it's not. That's terrible. I thought they did about 20, 25 mile an hour. 21 kilometers. Wow. I am sure they're faster than that. What's wrong with this one? Let's try lipo. Right, lipo in. Lifts the front wheel now, look. Nice. Oh dearie me. I'm gonna have to go and watch my original video of this now from a few years back. Did we get at least a mile an hour more? Oh, 15, we got 2 miles an hour more. So there you go, we have set ourselves the mammoth task of beating 15, a whole 15 miles an hour. What? So I've checked my review of the 12428, which is pretty much the same with a different body, from 2017. That's how long ago it was. Here's Tomley from 2017, speed running the 12428. So the box says 50. The test says 31. Someone's telling some porkies, I think. We were still quite far off. It might, is it because it's heavier, or has the quality gone down? I don't know. The throttle dual rate was all the way up. I don't think these have a learner mode. It certainly doesn't say anything in there. Right, let's make this thing faster and better looking. This upgrade is going to be free because this thing, I gave it a chance. It didn't do great. I had some issues with it. The diffs were completely locked up. I broke a drive shaft. I replaced the drive shaft. I broke it again. So I got a brushed version of this, which seems to be a little bit better than the brushless. Anyway, so I'm going to take the full lot out of this, the servo, the ESC, the brushless motor, the receiver, the whole lot. And then this is all going in that. 3500 kV brushless motor. I think it's a 45 amp ESC. The stock 3-wire servo out of it, the transmitter and the receiver. Never taken one of these ones apart. It's under here, isn't it? Cheeky, cheeky.
You're teasing me, you naughty, naughty.
There we go. Body off. And then there you go, underneath you see all the stock stuff. 550 motor, I think, actually. All-in-one electronics. They're old school as well. They're not that great. Friction shocks at the front, friction at the rear, metal and plastic drive shaft. That's about it under there. I forgot these have that ballast there as well. It still rolls over all the time, but at least they were trying to keep the weight down. So should be relatively easy just to pull all this out. I'm not going to ever use this again, so this is going straight in the bin. And I'll be honest with you, That's where it belongs. Not 2017, yeah, maybe 2023. Nah. It's all coming back to me. Oh, these are difficult. Good old WLToys glue. Oh man. Problem is, there's so much plastic on this. I don't want to be heating it up too much. Right, easy does it. Easy does it. I'll wait till I smell melting plastic. Two. Come on, come on. Oh, you don't want to come out. Right, let's get these two out. Go in from the other side. Gently does it. Come on now. Yeah. We got you. So all the electronics stripped out. We're going to put the new stuff in, and then we're going to swap over the suspension. Already done one. I wasn't even going to bother trying these without heating them up. Right, little update. We've had a few technical errors. Nothing that I couldn't fix though, being a professional engineer. I had to modify the motor mount. That's the stock pinion there, which goes on the stock. It's a 540 motor, not 550 like I said. That's your standard 3.175 shaft. This is a 3660, kind of like a 550 can, but this one's got a 5mm shaft. So stock pinion wouldn't fit. Pinion on that was slightly bigger, so made a great job of modifying the mount. Didn't do it in a vice of a hand drill, I promise. Although I did a pretty good job at that one. That was just too far, so I had to go right in the centre, which, yeah, messed it up. Anyway, that was one problem. The other problem, the transmitter and receiver out of the other WLToys, it was reversed. The motor was reversed. So done the usual switcheroo of a cable to reverse the motor, but it was still going slow that way and fast that way. We went for a trusty old Dumbo RC, and that also means we can now run a gyro. So two problems sorted. And now all we got to do is fit these shocks. They come with a little spring inside as well. I've taken them out the front. The rears don't feel too bad, but when I put oil in the front ones, they felt a bit rough, whereas now they feel nice and smooth. I want it to have soft suspension. I want it to like be flopping around everywhere. So we'll throw these on, we'll throw the body back on, we'll have a look at how the suspension is, and then we're going to change the wheels. They are absolutely solid. I don't know if these are going to be too soft. Might have to switch the springs for them ones. Yeah, that's way too soft. So the springs off that one are too small. I found these out, my spares that fit. They're quite long, but definitely feel better. That feels better. It's still quite loose. I might need to thicken the oil up a bit. Right, I'm going to sort these out and faff about getting oil and springs and stuff, and then we'll come back when I'm happy with it. So there it is. And now it actually has some damping rather than just bouncing. It's not perfect and it is very soft still, but that's how I wanted it. Hopefully this thing's going to squat down and twist and turn and all sorts. Bit of cutting and shutting to get the frame on because of the electronics underneath, and some of the positions have been changed for it. But all we need to do now, change the wheels over for something a little bit more fancy, put a few decals on it, make it look good, try and find a driver, then we're going to see how fast it is and give it a burn around. Did someone say Hoons? Oh, it looks so good. Yes. We've even got a spare. Obviously not the correct spare, but better than the stock one. Oh man, it looks so good. I'm not sure it's gonna drive well, but we shall see. Right, drivers, yeah, because of the scale of the interior compared to the rest of the truck, we've gone for Buzz Lightyear's cat. Right, anyway, just slowly driven it up and down to make sure the steering's straight. Yeah, sketchy is a word. Very sketchy, but we've only got 15 mile an hour to beat. I'm confident. We might hit a lamppost, but steering is really bad. I think it's because of the weight of the wheels. The servo's just not able to cope. It's got a servo saver on there, so here we go. Please don't hit anything. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. That's full throttle. Whoa. So, not crazy fast. That is only 2S and it is only a 3,000 watt, 300, so don't crash. Not as bad as I thought for stability. It's certainly soft like I wanted it. 15 to beat. Did we double it? Yeah, we did. 32 mile an hour. Double the speed. That's not bad. Like I said, a small 2S. What a nice little build that was. It kind of handles how I wanted it to. It's really soft. Really soft suspension. You can kind of get it up on 2 wheels. Oh yeah, I'm not sure it'd be any good at bashing about, but it looks good. If anything, it looks good. Oh, whoa, whoa. Oh no. Be good with some sand paddles, wouldn't it? It took me, I don't know, maybe 4 hours. Nice little day's build. It's gonna look good as well. Whoa, not if I trash it, it's not. It's gonna look good sat on the shelf. Bit of a shelf queen, but it runs. Little jump maybe. So there we go, nice fun build, nice fun day build as well. I've done all this in a day. It's turned out pretty much how I, well, dreamt up what I wanted it to look like. I wanted it to have that street look about it, pretty much how I wanted it, rolling around, lifting that front wheel up. Just makes it kind of fun to drive. It's not a bash or anything, it's just, well, it's not really got a purpose other than looking good. And Buzz Lightyear's cat, if it's not got a name, we should probably name it, but it didn't fall out until right at the end when I reversed it off of, I put it on a block to take a photo, and then it fell out. What a cool build. This is gonna sit pride of place on my shelving behind there. And I've got just the spot